here. This is our pre-budget special. We're talking about what we could possibly expect from the Finance Minister next week. I'm running out of time, but I want to quickly go around our panel asking each of our guests what you would personally like to hear the Finance Minister say on Friday.
I think I'll start with the big picture, which is fiscal deficit. What we want is a very strong, credible path to a manageable fiscal situation for next year.
All right, fiscal deficit, Kaustubh, what would you like to hear?
Okay, a few things. One, for the consumers, the increase in the income, the interest rate, the interest set-off. The other one is, frankly, bringing back the STPI for the SME sector.
All right.
I think that is very much needed.
Pranab?
I would feel he has to create an environment which gives confidence back to the markets and brings an environment which is conducive to investments locally as well as for foreign direct investors and FIIs. I think that will automatically take care of a lot of the other problems that we have.
To bring back sentiment which we've seen way over the last couple of weeks. Dhirendra, what would be your on your wish list of something that you would personally like to hear the Finance Minister say?
My expectation on the personal finance front is nothing but a timeline for implementation of DTC. But I think the broader expectation I have is that, this is a year when they can do something and they have absolutely nothing to lose. And the much-awaited reform which we have been thinking of, which can catalyze growth, a brief budget, which, a brief, bold budget is my expectation.
A brief, bold budget that brings in reform and, of course, brings in sentiment as well, brings back sentiment to the market. Remember, we've learned some very important things on this show. We've learned the fact that the Finance Minister has the fiscal deficit, which is top of mind, top priority, more than anything else. He might increase indirect taxes. That's not something that doesn't affect you. You have to keep an eye on that. It will make everything else more expensive. We have to keep an eye on inflation, which is what the RBI is doing as well. This is a good time, like Vishal told us, to get into long-term debt funds. We're at the top of the interest rate cycle. Interest rates might come down going further, so long-term debt funds are a good way to go. And of course, Dhirendra, they're telling you to keep your eye on your long-term price and don't be worried by what happens on budget day in the stock market. On ET Now, we'll be here, of course, on budget day, taking you through those changes and telling you how they will affect your finances. Gentlemen, thank you so much for joining us on this show and helping us understand how the budget is going to affect our finances. Dhirendra, thank you for joining us as well.